Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. The Miami Hurricanes continue to dominate the 2023 recruiting trail, capping off another massive recruiting win as Samson Okunlola commits to the Miami Hurricanes, the number one player in the state of Massachusetts, a top 20 player nationally, and the number 3 offensive tackle in the country. Joins a 2023 group from Miami that is very, very impressive. And I might mind you that they have the number 2 offensive tackle and Francis Mayoga as well. This 2023 class for the Hurricanes is turning out to be a very, very strong class. And I get it. The on-field result this year for Miami under Mario Cristobal was not ideal. Wasn't what the Miami football fans were looking for. That being said, it's really hard not to be optimistic about the future. Before we get into the player and what it means to the program, though, I just want to say thank you guys for the support you guys have shown, especially you guys, Miami fans. We've talked a lot of football, a lot of Hurricane football the past couple months, not only on the recruiting show, but this is just a fun team to keep an eye on. I mean, Mario Cristobal was probably my favorite hire going into the year, and obviously it was a slow first year, but he's getting the talent. He's getting the guys he wants into that program, and if you're a Miami fan, it's really hard to sit back and say we're not going in the right direction. I think they clearly are, and it's a very exciting time to be a Miami fan. So, again, if you guys do enjoy the content, you like talking ball, consider subscribing to the channel. That's the best way you can support us, and we really do appreciate all of that. Let's get into the player a little bit. My favorite part about Samson Okunlola, I'm just going to call him Pancake Huncho from now on, probably is that his nickname is Pancake Huncho. But second off, he's a state champ wrestler. I think you see some of these top offensive linemen coming out of college and into the NFL draft. They all have very similar backgrounds. They were wrestlers. Wrestling teaches you good leverage, good body mechanics, and it just breeds good athletes. And Samson Okunlola, I should say, was one of those dudes. He also is a very, very good shot put and discus thrower, on top of being one of the best offensive tackles in the class. Now, 6'5", 300 pounds, he has that ideal size. What's rare, and I think what sets him apart and what makes him a top 20 national prospect, is he's also a very good athlete. And we're getting to a time period where it's not too rare to see guys who are coming out of high school 300-plus pounds, 6'5+. These 18-year-olds are just different these days. Now, what sets Pancake Huncho apart is he's a phenomenal athlete. He didn't play the best high school competition in Massachusetts. I mean, if you go turn on his high school highlights, that is pretty evident. That being said, how he earned that high rating was he goes to the high national camps, and he dominates even the best talent in the whole entire country across the United States. This dude is the real deal. And when you take a look at how this Miami class is coming together, Mario Cristobal, is doing exactly what he did at Oregon. He's building through the trenches. I mean, think of guys like Penei Sewell at Oregon. Mario Cristobal is developing a very ferocious and talented offensive line up front. And you think if Zion Nelson even comes back from Miami, this offensive line could be very, very good here as well. A top 10 class in his first full recruiting cycle, obviously headlined by Kamari McLean. You have 3 players who are top 10 nationally and 2 top 3 offensive tackles. It's pretty clear what Mario Cristobal is doing. Miami's never had the problem of getting top wide receiver and like skill position talent. What they kind of struggled with is the physicality of their football team. And I think Mario Cristobal has seen that, and I think he's trying to address it immediately. And 2 of his 3 biggest targets in the 2023 class were offensive tackles who are big dudes. Francis Mayoga from Bradenton, Florida, 6'6", 330 pounds, and Samson Okunlola, a little bit of slender guy. He'll probably get up to 315, 320, when he's playing there. But he's also a physical bruiser. You're getting 2 guys who are big. They're very athletic, and whether you want to run the football or protect the quarterback, these guys are going to be able to do that. This is another massive win for Miami on the recruiting trend. Again, if you are a Miami fan, you got to be extremely pumped about where this program is going. Wanted to keep this one short for you guys. Again, we appreciate the support you guys have shown. If you do like the content, consider subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you guys. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.